Dr. Hub. Today we'll look at the eggs, and this is specifically in the parasitology. So the first egg we are going to see is the schistosoma hematobium. So this has it is elongated, and it has a presence of a spine. So it is elongated as well as it has presence of a spine. Next we move on to the schistosoma mansoni. Schistosoma, this is going to be mansoni. So schistosoma mansoni, the morphology is, it is elongated. So here previously the hematobium schistosoma, here it is elongated and it has a terminal spine. This is important to note, there is a terminal spine. Next is the schistosoma mansoni, it is elongated and it has a lateral spine. Then we look at the schistosoma. There is a schistosoma japonicum, and this includes it is round with terminal knob. It is round and it has a terminal knob. Next we look at the diphyllobothrium. The diphyllobothrium letter. So here it is ovoid with operculum at one end. So it is ovoid, and there is operculum is present at one end, and the terminal knob is present in the other end. So it has terminal knob as well. The terminal knob is present at the other end. What does it contain? This contains the immature embryo. So there is presence of the immature embryo, and it is surrounded by yolk granules. It is surrounded by the yolk granules. Next we move on to the tinea solium. So here in tinea solium, or the tinea saginata. So what is special here? So this is a spherically thin hyaline embryogenic membrane. It is spherical, thin, hyaline, and it is embryonic membrane. Next, in terms of the tinea solium and tinea saginata, it is radially striated. It is radially striated inner embryo spore. Inner embryo spore, and it is fully developed. It is a fully developed hexacanth embryo. It is a fully developed hexacanth embryo, and this is at the center. Next, we move on to the Ascaris lumbricoids. So the Ascaris lumbricoids, it is nothing but it is round or it is oval. It is round or it may be oval. So what are the other features of Ascaris lumbricoids? They are bile stained. It is bile stained, and it is golden brown in color. It is golden and brown in color. They have a outer coarsely mammillated albinous coat. So the outer part is coarsely mammillated and it has an albuminous coat. And there is a thick transparent middle layer. There is presence of a thick transparent middle layer. and there is also presence of the inner, there is a presence of the inner lipoidal vitelline membrane. So inner lipoidal vitelline membrane. Next, there is also the large unsegmented ovum. So there is a large unsegmented ovum, and this will be present at the center, and it contains a mass of the coarse lecithin granules. So it has a mass of the coarse lecithin granules. Next, we look at the ancylostoma duodenale. So in ancylostoma duodenale, as well as we look at the Necator americanus. Necator americanus. So here, how is it? And here it is going to be oval. So here it is going to be oval. Then it is also non-bile stained. So it is oval, it is non-bile stained. Then comes the presence of, it is a thin transparent hyaline membrane is present. So thin transparent hyaline membrane, this is present, and it also contains the 4 to 8 blastomeres. So there is 4 to 8 blastomeres, and there is also clear space between the ovum and the eggshell. There is a clear space. This occurs between the ovum and the egg shell. Next, we'll move on to the strongyloids stercoralis. So this is, it has an oval leg. So this presence of the oval leg, and there is also presence of the rhabdiform larvae. Next, we move on to the Trichuris trichura. This Trichuris trichura. So this Trichuris trichura is nothing but a barrel shaped. It is barrel shaped, and it is bile stained. It is bile stained, and this has a mucus plug on both sides. It has presence of the mucus plugs, and it is present on both sides. Next, we'll move on to the Enterobius vermicularis. So under the Enterobius vermicularis, it is nothing but a colorless. It is colorless, and it is non-bile stained. It is non-bile stained, and they have a shape of, that is a plano-convex. It is plano-convex, and they have a outer sticky, this outer sticky albuminous layer, and it also has a shaped embryo, a tadpole shaped embryo.